Alright guys, so thank you for joining the Qimen Plus plotter. Today we're going to talk about a walkthrough where we'll do a step-by-step on the functions and the usability of this web app, and that's where it allows you and strengthens you in your own personal analysis. Okay, so the very first thing you need to do is to register for an account, input your login details. So where do you press register account? You can look at this part here. Go to qimenplotter.com, click on the button where the words there, click here to register and input your email and your password. Then you go for it. You'll receive an email asking you for verification. Go to your own personal email, regardless you're using Gmail, Yahoo, Hotmail, no problem. Just go to your own personal email. You'll be able to receive an email on telling you to do verification. Click here to verify, and once you're done, you'll be able to actually log in with your own personal email and password. Cool. So you will also receive an OTP every time when you do log in to the account. Okay, so this is very important because we are now into a lot of security features, and that's where every time when you do a personal login, you not just have to key in your email password, you also receive a 6-digit code from your email. Just have to put it in, you verify, then you're good to go. You'll be entering the plotter itself. Okay, all right, so you go into this part here called as the dashboard. All right, so the dashboard here at the bottom part, you can actually input your own personal nickname, and that's where you only can do it once, and just put whatever name you like, then you just do it. Okay, then you can press on the plot chart itself. Then this part here will lead you to the plotting page. All right, so this plotting page, we have 3 different systems, which is the 自论, the 菜谱, and the 硬盘. So you guys who knows how to play this game, then you can select any system that is best fit to your own personal analysis. All right, then select the day and time, and because you are a paid user, and hence you can be able to select a forecast aspects. All right, so we have different aspects, for example, like general love and all this. All right, then in this case here, once you click on that box, you will be able to see a list of things that for you to play. All right, so if you're looking for a business forecast, then you just click on business, then you plot chart. If you're looking for love and relationship, just click on the love and you plot a chart. All right, so if you're looking for health, then you need to go into this forecast aspects, search for the aspects that you want, then you click on it, then you plot your own personal chart. Simple. Okay, so for example, if you click on general and you plot the chart, then this is something you will get. All right, so it's a general forecast. Always remember, Qimen Plus is for you to complement and to support you in your analysis. All right, so you really need to first study some part of Qimen, regardless it's basic or regardless you're really a practitioner. Our role here is to help you, to ease you, to support you in terms of your analysis. All right, so if you're looking for a general forecast, I'm very sure you are a practitioner, and that's where you can have all the different functions and the color coding that is really ready for you to help you in your analysis. Cool. All right, so some part of it I'm going to explain to you, like for example, the color coded quality. So always remember, we have done the backend system for you guys, and that's where red is actually good, black is poor. Okay, so always remember, timely is the most important thing in Qimen Dunjia. Okay, in Chinese metaphysics itself, timely is a very important part. All right, it's time and space, right? So those who are not timely, then will become bad quality. So it becomes a problem, it becomes a challenge, it becomes like a obstruction to you. All right, so in this case, you can see that the hum door is in black, the ping fire is also in black. So these are poor quality. So it means that there could be a problem related to these 2 different variables. Okay, all right, so the stages also is very, very important. A lot of people has mislooked this portion. In Qimen Dunjia, the status of the stem is very, very important because it talks about the different stages in quality. Some people can, some of the stems can be in the grave mode, some of the stems can be in the prosperous mode, and that's where you know that prosperous means this stem is good, this stem is powerful. And what does stems mean? it could relate to human activity, human relationship. You get my point? So if this person is forecasting in relationship and the stems are bad, which means this person is weak in quality, he might not know how to love, he might be very low in emotional health. That's part of it, all right? So you guys are expert really. So you have to know how to actually make good use of this information and to help in your personal analysis, regardless it for yourself or for other people. Okay, so here we have input the status for you guys, and it's very, very easy for you. Just one look, one glance, you know what's the status. Cool. And we also want to input a lot of structures and formation, and hence we have input into the system where we added all the different positive and the negative formations, like for example like the tunes, the deceptions, the fakes, yeah, for example in this manner. All right, so those common ones, those advanced ones, and the different formations ones, everything are inside in the Qimen Plus. Cool. And furthermore, we also have chart information like this indication of the chart analysis, like is it a funding fooling chart, what are the lead stems, 3 victories. I mean, some people might like it, all right, and also the clashes for the personal zodiac animals. All right, so these are just additional information. Some people will want to see it and use it. If you're an expert, I mean, personally, I do. All right, so I will use all this information, and that's the reason why I want this into our plotter. Okay, so these are all very additional information that can actually ease you in getting more insights. Cool. Okay, so if let's say you talk about a special forecast, like for example wealth, then you're going to click on that wealth, right, on the very first page, wealth, then you forecast. All right, so then this will come out with a chart. Okay, so this is the first part, the first section. And the second section, you'll be able to see different analytics coming out, where regardless is it the percentage of yourself, the bar charts, the tabulation of the different variables, and also we have different challenges and strategies for you guys. So I've discussed with my team. I think that just putting one challenge and one strategy is really not enough, and that's the reason why, as you can see here, what you guys will be getting will be 2 different challenges and 2 different strategies, so you can actually play with it more flexible, and that's where you'll be able to actually increase your success rate higher. Okay, so those who look into this, right, there's a few ways to actually derive a storyline. So if you want to just talk about the percentage of the self, and that's where a combined pillars will be 61%. Okay, it's talking about yourself, your subject matter pillars. All right. If you want to break it down, then you look into different variables like the stems, the doors, the stars, the deities, right? So all this will be different tabulation by the tables. Then you will be able to see, oh, okay, looking at here, seems like the spirit, the deity, is at a very low percentage. Then I know, as a practitioner, I know that portion is an issue. Okay, so and I look into the people section, which is the stems. Yeah, it's on the 90th percentile. It's not really a critical problem. So what I really wish to create, or what's my real intention of creating a Qimen Plus or Qimen Plotter for the public, is to help people to identify what's the real problem. So once you know the problems, you have a direction, and that's where you have a purpose to solve that issue. Okay, some people are blind, they don't know what's the problem, then they just try and error for each different path, and that's where you waste a lot of time. Okay, so that's the real intention of why I want to create a Qimen plotter. Okay, so look at here, you have the percentage, you have the tables, you have the challenges and strategy, and that's where all this information can really help you. All right, so of course you need to know how to read the chart. All right, so in this case like this, so you go back to the own respective palace itself, then that's where you need to know all these different parts, different variables, and that's together combined with the analytics, then you can come up with a very good storyline. Okay, so additional information like the quality of the variables, the status of the stems, the additional structures, is it a positive or negative, yeah, all will be there for you. Okay, and next, we always remember that those beginners itself, we always look into the day pillars and also the hour pillars, but now you guys are not beginners. All right, maybe some of you here looking at this video, listening to my speech right now, you might be a beginner, but some days through your training, you will become an expert. And always remember that experts look for useful gods, all right? Beginners look for the our palace, all right? So now we want you to go direct, go straight to the problem, understand which aspects that you guys are focusing on, and that's where you'll be able to get what you really want by focusing and get things right. All right, so just now we talk about this is a well forecast, and that's where the useful god is actually the live door. So we look into the live door palace, and apparently looking here we'll be able to know what's the different problems, right? Like in this case, looking at the table, the people aspects is in the 10%. Then I know that part is a problem, right? The people part is a problem. Okay, so and the percentage is 52.5%. So 52 means it's poor, right? So if you talk about I want to forecast a business deal, then this business deal might have issues. And relation to who? People. Okay, so it's very clear, very easy to just plug and play. You'll be able to get your own personal directions, and we also help you more by inputting the challenges and also the strategy. And that's where two different challenges, two different strategy, you just have to understand how you make sense out of it, and that's where you can actually improve to increase this percentage yourself. Cool. Okay, so of course additional information like the stars, the stamps, and the doors and the deities, these are all based on the Qimen chart, which is there for you to actually look into it. Then red is good, black is bad, so you will know that what's the problem, right? So hence in this case here, you know that the people aspect of problem, so how to solve that people's problem, look into the challenge, look into the strategy. If you are in this game for very long, just looking at the strategy, looking at the challenges, you will be able to devise your own personal strategy again, integrate your own personal experience, and that's where you can help more people. Okay, so in this case here, we also have a combined success rate for you, where we talk about the day palace and also the useful god palace is combined, and we have this new analytic score which is telling you your success rate. All right, so if the success rate is low, 50+%, then you need to think about it, how to actually are you willing to actually go for it, or you want to just give up, or you want to change your path. And yeah, there's so many ways for you to play. All right, so at least you know what's the current situation at this moment. It could be a very low percentage that is not really good for you if you want to go for it. Okay, that's my point. All right, it's not a miracle tool, but it helps you to give you a very good and clean direction, and that's where you know what to plan, right? So if you know how to foresee what's coming to you, and that's where you can have alternative to make things work better for you. Okay, give you another example. So we talk about analytics in terms of love. So you click on the love aspect, bam, this thing will come out, and that's where you have your own personal self palace. And sometimes it could be good, no? Sometimes just the forecast is just great, and the people aspect, the activity aspect, the people aspect is good. The spirit, which is the deity, has a problem. So in this case, right, it means that the spirit part, the supernatural part, or the bigger environmental part has an issue, and that's where you will be able to solve it with a very good direction. And 76.5% is pretty high. Okay, you just say that people are supporting you, your actions are great, the timing is correct. It's just saying that the energy, it could be a little bit negative, the third party energy, right? So it's like a supernatural, the 4D layer has an issue. Okay, so what does it mean? It means that some part of this the luck is not really pushing you towards that direction. So you must understand what's the problem, right? So you have that challenge. The challenge is very much tuned into this aspect. So you know that what is coming to you, and how can you set a strategy to make sure that the bigger dynamics will be able to support you. But in this case, looking at 76.5% is pretty good, right? You just have to tweak a little bit. Good, you're definitely gonna get it. All right, and additional information, like for example the hook. You look back to the chart. Okay, hook, what does it mean? It could be like you could be still looking back on the past events, yeah, and that's where you're unable to let go. It could be one of it, right? So the energy is like forcing you to unable to let go. So if you're unable to let go with your past than how you start a new fresh relationship, for example. Okay, so this is one thing that I need you to understand. Look at the analytics, look at the recommendation and strategies, then look back to your own personal chart, then you can do a very good integration, then that's where you will be able to solve your own personal crisis. Okay, so this is really good. I really like you guys to really put in this effort to make Qimen a much more interesting tool that can help you to bring better joy in your life. Okay, so likewise, useful God, the useful God is always the sixth harmony for love, and you can see sometimes it's just the energy is just supporting you, right? So everything is in red, percentage is really high, but maybe some of the challenges and small challenges, I would say, and small recommendation and strategy you can play with it to increase, to max out even higher. But if you're always in a very high percentile, like for example 93.8, this is really good, means you're safe. Okay, and additional layer, you see, looking at going back to the own palace itself, the six harmony palace, everything is red, quality is red, status is red, structures is good. So in this case, you're strong, the relationship will go strong, and yeah, don't be like I wouldn't say, okay, because I'm not really teaching Qimen in this, it's just a walkthrough, right? So we will be doing a lot of weekly sharing, and that's where we'll tell you sometimes some doors, even though it looks bad, but it's actually great. All right, so I mean, to share a little bit, like solitude. So solitude in harmony, some people will just say that, hey, there's a blockage and things are not going well, but it doesn't really totally mean that it's bad sometimes, because it's in red. In red means it's good, right? So red, what does it mean for solitude? It means you should have like a low profile relationship. Maybe the person that wants to be together with you don't like the limelight, don't like to be like overly publicize this relationship. So you just keep it in this very simple low profile, and things will be very, very beautiful. Because why? Because you look at the wood, there's a peach blossom energy inside. So peach blossom in the lower stem, it means that they want it to be very low profile, sometimes hidden, don't let so many people know for the start. You see, you need to have a certain reason when you do a storytelling or reading analysis of the chart. But if you don't know the additional information, like is it red or is it black, or you don't know the quality of the doors, the stars, the stamps, and the deities, then you will not be able to come out with a very, very accurate and precise reading. You see my point? So what I want you to have here is, I solved the front part for you, which is telling you what's the quality, what's the status. So now is your time to be able to use this energy, and with the strategies and also the recommendation, integrate together with your experience, and that's where you can help more people, or maybe just help yourself. Then when you get stronger, you get more advanced, you get more experience, you'll be able to help more people. All right, okay, so combined results, because both are really good. One is 70 plus, one is 90 plus, so hence when they combine together, generally you have a very high score, which means it's a very good forecast for relationship in these aspects. Okay, so we're gonna close up, and that's how we're gonna run through this whole thing together. All right, so I really wish you all the best, and don't forget that this is not the end. The reason why is because we consistently will do a lot of upgradings for the plotter. Once I see something that can be better, can be refined, or can be added in, I'll just definitely add all this stuff into the plotter. Those who have seen the preview that we have done before, tomorrow or the day after, where we unlock this thing to you guys, you will be able to see a lot of new changes. Okay, so this new changes here is to help you to analyze, to function, to be able to flow the whole chart easier. That's my rationale, because it's a paid plotter. So my job is not just to give you all the information. My job is also to help you to use the plotter with ease, with security, and of course be able to use it at any time, anywhere, to help yourself and also your clients. Okay, so thank you so much, and I'll look forward to you in the next could be weekly sharing. All right, so see you guys.